Dear Chief Rabbi Lau, dear President Rousopoulos, Excellencies, dear guests. There is hope for your future, says the book of Jeremiah, and your children will return home. It is with this passage that Chief Rabbi Israel Meir Lau, our keynote speaker today, begins his memoir. There is hope for your future, and your children will return home. But too many children never came home from the Nazi concentration and extermination camps. Too many mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, uncles and aunts were lost. Entire families were destroyed. That is why we are here today, in this chamber of the Council of Europe, a center of action for European democracy, to honor the victims of the Holocaust, to listen to the survivors who are still with us, and to heed their call to keep watch, to not let history repeat itself. It is not just our duty, it is a sacred obligation. So on this day, 80 years after the liberation of Auschwitz-Birkenau, we stand against the surge in anti-Semitism. We remember that the crimes of the Shoah were committed in Europe by Europeans, and we commit to our young people and their future. And I say this as the Secretary General of our organization and as a father of three. A new survey by the Claims Conference found that many young Europeans have never heard of the Holocaust, including 46% here in France. These shocking numbers are a wake-up call. What would Simone Veil, the French Holocaust survivor and first woman president of the European Parliament, say about this moment? Elle qui disait, lorsque nous étions au camp, c'était important d'espérer que certaines rentreraient, qu'on sache comment ça s'est passé. To know what happened in Auschwitz, Birkenau, Buchenwald, and all the other Nazi concentration and extermination camps, and to act so that it never happens again. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the test before us. One of the very reasons why our founders created the Council of Europe. Because when we allow impunity to go unpunished, we empower the enemies of democracy. Because hatred has no place on our continent. And because, as Auschwitz survivor Marian Turski, 98, said on Monday, let us not be afraid to convince ourselves that problems can be resolved between neighbors. I thank you.
Thank you, Secretary General.